Assalamu alaikum, this is your computer science teacher Sir Fawad Akhtar Ansari, and today we will discuss about the data integrity or the safety using the encryption methods. So first of all, we must clear the concept that what is the data integrity. Basically, there are many meanings of the data integrity, which means the completeness of the data or the accuracy of the data or the consistency of the data. But another meaning of data integrity refers to the security or the safety of data. So how can we save our data? The entire process, we can define it as a data integrity. So as related with the data integrity, we must understand the concept about the encryption. So basically, what is encryption? Basically, it is a method that you can convert your data into unreadable form for those people who tries to eavesdrop on your content. So your content must be secure and no anybody or any third person can have access to your content. So you must protect our document or protect our data in this term. So you may define it that it is a method which the information is converted into the unreadable data form, or that particular kind of information that no other person can have the access of it. And as per the technical terms, we can say that we can also define it that the encrypting or decrypting your information, and it is also called the cryptography. So all the logic behind that is just to secure your data by any means necessary. So basically, we have got two types of encrypting techniques in the Cambridge O-levels syllabus. One is the symmetric encryption and the other one is the asymmetric. So let's study about the symmetric encryption. So let's consider two participants. One is the Muhammad and the other participant is Ali. So Muhammad wants to send a message to Ali, and the message is just the greeting. Let's say happy birthday. So happy birthday is a simple message. It is a simple text, as you can see, but in the cryptography we used to call it a plain text. So this is a key term that we use in the cryptography terminology, that happy birthday is the plain text and Muhammad wants to send it to Ali. So Muhammad is a sender and Ali is a receiver. But to secure the plain text or secure the data, we must encrypt using an algorithm with the help of the program. So algorithm is not basically the part of the syllabus, so I'm not going in detail that how does algorithm work. So we will just discuss it theoretically, that our algorithm or our program used to generate an encryption key, and an encryption key could be of, for example, 10 digits binary number, or 20 digits binary number, or 25 digit binary number, or 30 digits binary number. So it depends upon our algorithm that how much binary numbers or how much digits or how much bits it could generate for the encryption. So encryption key is automatically generated with the help of an algorithm, and algorithm will basically use 10 digit binary numbers or 20 digit binary number or binary numbers. So it depends upon the algorithm. So the simple thing is that happy birthday is the plain text, and we need to encrypt this text message and then send it to Ali. So let's suppose our system generates encryption key. Our algorithm generates an encryption key, and let's consider that this is a 10 digit binary number key, and this key will be used to encrypt the message happy birthday. So how does it work? Let's see. Happy birthday, this is the plain text, and encryption key is used to encrypt, or you may say it is used to convert this sensible plain text into the nonsense words, which means nothing. So plain text will be converted with the help of encryption key into the ciphertext. So you can see that H converted into the X, A converted into the V, P converted into the Z, and so on. So every number has its own letter or the alphabet. So all of the characters are converted with the help of the encryption key. So our plain text is now encrypted in the ciphertext. Now the encryption has been done and Muhammad sent this message to Ali. And then how it will be decoded or deciphered. This is a method that Ali receives this message which is in the ciphertext. It will be decrypted with the same key that is used for the encryption. So the same key will be used for the encoding or decoding or encryption or decryption. So the same key will be used for the decryption, and then our text or our data will be revert, and we have got the plain text. So this is how does the encryption, symmetric encryption works. Algorithm is not a part of the syllabus, so I'm not going in the technical details of an algorithm. So what do we understand far away? That it is a secret key that can be a number or a word or a string of random letters. This is it depends upon the type of algorithm that you use. There are many famous algorithms that works for the symmetric encryption, and it converts your plain text into the ciphertext that nobody can read it or nobody can access it. And the sender and the recipient should know the secret key. Means the sender and receiver must have the encryption key, which works as a decryption key as well. But the problem is that if this key gets into the wrong hand, then anyone can encrypt or decrypt your code or the data. So this is a problem with the symmetric encryption, that if somebody takes your key, then he or she can encrypt or decrypt, encode or decode your information. So it is pretty much sensitive. So we can also see that this is a single key for encryption decryption, and it is considered to be the fast technique because there is only one method and only one key, so that's why it is fast. And the key length varies, depends upon the type of encryption you use. So it depends like 128 or 256 bits key size, and definitely it does not have any other method, so it only works with the generation of one key which is used for the encryption decryption as well. So it does not consume your system resources. I hope you got the point. Okay, now let's get to the next stop, which is the asymmetric encryption. So in the asymmetric encryption we get the concept that an algorithm generates two keys. One is the public key and the other is private key. And why do we need the asymmetric encryption? Because in the symmetric encryption we studied that the same key will be used for the encryption and decryption. Hence, so in the symmetric encryption we saw that the same key would be used for the encryption and decryption, but if the same key can get into the wrong hands, so anyone can encrypt or decrypt your information, because you must share your encryption key to the receiver, because he needs to or she needs to decrypt the document. So this is a problem. That's why asymmetric encryption came into existence, and it all started like that. So asymmetric encryption algorithm, what does it do? Basically it generates two keys. One key is known as the public key and the other key is known as the private key. And the concept is the public key that is accessible by everyone. As the name indicates, that the public key means it is available for everyone, and the private key, as the name indicates, that it is only available to the specific person. So if we have got 10 computers connected, or if we have got 20 computers connected, so each computer has got its asymmetric encryption algorithm, and each computer has got their public and private keys, the pair of keys. And let's suppose if we have got two senders, Muhammad and Ali, and the mode of encryption is the asymmetric encryption. And how does it work? So in case that Muhammad has got two keys, one is a public key and a private key, and Ali has also the private and public key. So both of the sender and receiver has got their own keys. But let's say that if Muhammad wants Ali to send a document, like Muhammad calls Ali and say that I want a document, so what it will what our encryption algorithm do, it will send the public key to the receiver, and our receiver is Ali. So Ali receives the public key of Muhammad, and then he will encrypt his information, his document, means Ali, I am referring to Ali. So Ali will encrypt the document using the Muhammad's public key. So Ali use Muhammad's public key to encrypt his document. So Ali is encrypting his document using Muhammad's public key, and now the document is encrypted. Now it is locked, and even Ali can't unlock it. The reason is that Ali has only Muhammad's public key. So public key is just for the locking the document or locking the information. So public key is just for the encryption. So even Ali can't decrypt or decode the document. So Ali cannot access this file once it is encrypted using the public key. So I hope you understood that the public key is just for the encryption. So even Ali cannot decrypt it. So what happens next? Ali sent the document to Muhammad, and Muhammad has the private key to decrypt or decode the document. So when the algorithm applies on the document and it finds the matching key, which is a private key, which is stored specifically on Muhammad's computer, because every computer has got the pair of keys, public and private key, and only a specific person can decrypt the document. So the document can only be decrypted with the private key. Muhammad has the private key to decrypt the document, and now the document has been decrypted. I hope you got the concept. Now if we say that the public key, as I told you, that it can be shared by any person like Ali, Abu Bakr, Umar and Usman. So they are the four people that has the public key, and they can exchange their public key with everyone. Like Muhammad can exchange his private key, public key with all of these people, and Ali can share his public key with all of the other people. Abu Bakr can share his public key with all of the other people. So public key is not basically for the decryption. Public key is just for the encryption. So they can just share their public keys for the encryption purpose, and they have got also their private keys, but they do not share their private keys because private key is just for the decrypting the document. I hope you got the concept here. So in asymmetric encryption, what do we understand? That we use two keys. One is for the encryption and the other is for the decryption. The key we use for the encryption is called the public key, and the key that we use for the decryption is known as the private key. And our algorithm used to make the pair of keys, and these keys must be stored on the computers, and each computer has got its own public and private key. And if we compare it with the symmetric encryption, asymmetric is a bit slower because it generates two keys, and that's why sometimes it takes time. There's a specific algorithm, but we are not going in detail because algorithm is not a part of the syllabus, so we are just discussing it theoretically. So that is the sharing of the keys concept, public key, and then it is pretty much a clever concept and a smart way to share your document using the public key, and only you are the one person who can decrypt it because you have got the private key. So this is the logic behind it, and it requires a high consumption of resources comparatively to the symmetric encryption, and the length of the key varies on your system, on your algorithm, that how much combinations does it make. So I hope you got the concept of that what I tried to explain, and if you are still confused, then you may ask me on the WhatsApp or Facebook, and I will explain you there as well. And thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.